everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be another Creativity is Yours. This is one I kind of wanted to spice up and do something a little bit different with. It's kind of a shout out to people recognizing their videos and their creativity and kind of like not reviewing their stuff, but more just like seeking the inspiration of it. So this might be a little bit of a longer Creativity is Yours than usual, but it's because I've thrown in the concept of, is it AI? Or is it real? Obviously at the end I will be shouting out the creators, the actual people who made the footage, and then I'm going to be going through the AI concept of it. Starting off, is this video AI or is it real? Let's go. So there's birds flying over, sunset in the distance, water looks really still, sky's really bright. Whatever camera they're using, it's really like struggling in the kind of darkness. Really cool footage though. You got the rocks off to the right, rocks coming on underneath. It looks pretty consistent. So this is number one. This is the first video. Drop it in the comments below. Is it AI or is it real? I will be giving the results at the end, so stick around to the end. Going on to the next one. So this is a video of like a kind of like abandoned kind of city, or it looks like it might just be a few houses along a road. Not sure where this is, but it does look really cool. This is also a landscape one, which I'm a sucker for a landscape video. You got those sun rays. I'm flying down. You got a waterfall. You got a second little drop of water and a big waterfall. Okay, so that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the same video. Okay, so it's the same video, but is this one AI or is the other one AI? One of these is AI, and let's figure out which one it is. Yeah, it's really tough, isn't it? Like, you're probably right now going, which one is it? Wow, that's so realistic. That's crazy. Alright, so we're going on to the next one. Oh, FPV drone flying past cars. Shoots up into the sky. Got the city in the distance, it's flying past cars, almost crashes into that car, and you get the cityscape. That's pretty cool. I won't lie, I like that. That's pretty cool. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, that's pretty cool. Really oversaturated this video. Someone's really pumped up the saturation. That's pretty cool, like flying over the treetops. Whoa, you don't even know where the water starts because it's just so clear. That's crazy, that video. Wow. Go on to the next video. going along the ocean. Bit of a really short clip, that one, but it's pretty cool. Like, you got the waves, you got the mountains in the background that looks like it's on an island somewhere. That's pretty cool, I like that. And then we got some, it looks like going through some different kind of urban environments. So there's this one. So it's kind of going a sideways pan. That might not be FPV, it might just be a normal drone. You got some water trickling down, you got some looks like fallen rocks. The building is kind of falling apart, the support, so that might be where the rocks are from. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, so we've got a third person drone, which it could be another drone following another drone. Is this AI or is this not? You'll never know. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so it's a little bit shaky. It's flying through like an urban area, a building that's obviously really old. It's falling apart. You've got another drone that it looks like it's racing. Let's start with number one. Is this AI or is this real? Leave it in the comments below. Is number one AI or is it real? So this was the one with the rocks and it comes over the top and of the water. It's got the sunset and everything. This one is real. This is by fpv.jess. I really like this shot. Really cool video, I like it. Going to the next one, this was where it comes flying down and it goes down under the bridge, does a little wobbly, goes up to the waterfall, turns around, goes back. That video is real. I know. Shockers. So number two is also real. Going on to number three, was this AI or was this real? This is obviously an AI video. I took a screenshot of the video beginning and I dropped it into Canva AI. Now you're probably gonna say, oh, there's better AI out there. What I wanted to do was search up video generator and pick the first one. I didn't want to scroll through and find the best one possible and pay a subscription and all this. I wanted a free AI video generator that you can go on and use and see how good it is. Going on to the next one, this is the video of it going past all the cars and going up towards the city. Is this AI or is this real? This video is AI generated. It's from TikToker Strider Prompt. You can tell it's AI because if you look at the traffic on the other side of the road, it's creating really weird cars. They don't hold their form, they're changing. Like, it doesn't know how to process speed. And then the signs are all in gibberish. So if you zoom in on the signs, they're all in gibberish. Going forward, you go past a sign and then there's another sign directly past it. Where in a city have you ever done that? You've gone past one set of signs and then there's another set of signs directly behind it. That makes no sense. You can't see that sign until you're right underneath it and then you can't read it. The cars, again, they start morphing, and then on the opposite side of the road, there's now a car traveling the same direction. Like, hello? Where did you even come from? See what I mean? There's no consistency. It's a good video. It looks awesome when you don't look into it. When you're just watching it as you're not really looking into it, it's an awesome video. Otherwise, holy moly, you see that, you notice. Going into the next one, is this fake or is this real? So coming down past the waterfall, past the trees, flying along, and then come down past the waterline, and then you're at the water where the rocks are, then it looks up. That's pretty cool. This video is also AI. The thing that made it AI is, firstly, coming along, if you look at the way that the mountains come into view, is as it goes down, there's no mountains, and then they kind of like appear like they were generated. There's a gap in the video where it's kind of like, okay, there's water, there's like trees going up, and then all of a sudden it goes, hey, let's add in mountains, and then there's mountains there. It's like, oh, okay, hello. Honestly, this might be one of the best AI generated videos I've ever seen though. This comes from Tranquil Vibing. It looks dead real though. I would not be surprised if this was just a prank and it was real. But it really gives AI vibes. Going on to the next one. This one was the drone going over the water, looking at the mountainside, and then looking out to the sunrise or sunset. This gives me the vibes of the first one. So is this real or is this fake? It looks pretty darn real. Like, look at the mountains in the distance. Like, you've got the beach with the waves, you've got sand, the mountains, you got the really nice green water. So maybe this is like a Caribbean island somewhere. I wish I was there. You got the sun out in the distance. Like, this looks real. It's not. It's AI. Shockers. So I generated this in Canva. The prompt I gave it was create an FPV drone flying over a beach with mountains in the background. That's all I gave it. I didn't give it any photo prompts, nothing. This is all I gave it. And with full creativity that I gave the AI, it actually did a really good job. Like, those waves are consistent. The water along the sand looks really good. You've got that little mountain where the sand is kind of eroded. You know how every beach kind of has that? That looks really good. It's even got some grass growing along that side. You got mountains off in the distance. The water looks really good. It looks phenomenal. I'm actually pixel peeping to find issues. Like, the waves are extremely consistent. Like, across the board, you can follow the waves along the video and they look real. It's insane how good AI has come. Like, I'm shocked that that is real. Now, going on to these ones. Now, I know you guys are probably sitting there going, I'm stressing over these. Are these real or fake? Starting with the first one with the drone panning along the side. Now, this one was a really good trick one because I think I was doing a lot of FPV stuff. So you guys are thinking like, obviously this isn't real. FPV drones don't go slowly sideways. You'll never guess it. This is AI. It just looks so flat and empty and boring, and it keeps the subject in frame. So my prompt was create a warehouse, an abandoned warehouse with realistic deterioration, Alright, I've said it too much, it's lost all meaning, you know what I mean. Have water trickling down through it, something like you would see on like a urban explorer YouTuber. And this is what it gave me. Okay, it's alright. It would be good as like if you were starting off an intro and it was like the world has ended or something, and like this was just a B-roll shot. You could add 2 seconds out of this clip and then have it go into something else. Like reverse it and have it go towards that pole, and as it hits that pole, it darkens and opens into another scene. You could 100% do that, darken the footage, make it look grainy, like you can add to that. And this is where, alright, we're about to go into a rant. Skip to this time if you don't want to see this rant. This is where I think AI comes in useful. Obviously, not everyone has the ability to go find an abandoned warehouse with water trickling down and get a quick 2-second B-roll footage for their video. I don't have the time to do that. If I was to create a short film about, it's an end of the world short film, and we're starting off an intro with different clips of the world and everything, you could just use AI generated things to put in between every third clip. You could have a 20-second intro and it could only have 2 or 3 AI clips in there, and you just tweak the coloring, you just add a few little different kind of grain and everything over it, and you wouldn't even notice it. And I personally think there's nothing bad with that. There's nothing bad with using AI as a tool to add to the story, to build upon something, as long as it doesn't take away from what you're doing and it doesn't overpower too much. Obviously, filmmaking is you're making a film. You're not creating an AI generated film. You're not Coca-Cola and their ads. But like, if you're using it as a tool, it's useful and it's got a purpose. If you're using it to just generate crap, then it takes away from that purpose. Everyone says AI generative tool is pointless, it should be taken away. It has a point for creatives. If it was used in a movie and they used a 2-second clip for a short film for someone like me, that's useful. That's added a point, it's added a purpose to the storyline, and AI can't be used without human interaction. It needs a human prompt to create. It doesn't think for itself at the moment. So AI is useful and it has a purpose for creatives, and it's to add to a storyline slightly. This is something that could add to that storyline slightly to add a little bit of extra oomph to your story, to what you're trying to put towards your audience. And that's something that I find extremely useful, and I think it's a good thing. Let me know what you think in the comments below, if AI is crap and pointless, because there's 2 sides to every argument, and I'm a creative, I'm a creator. I think it has a purpose and I think it has a reason. So this one is AI generated, but it could have a purpose in a short film or something to add something. Going on to the next one. This is obviously AI generated. This is the last one I did, or one of the last ones that I did, and I said to it, stop adding the drone. Like, this is meant to be from the perspective of the drone flying through, and I've noticed it was too smooth. It was following in a really weird kind of smooth direction. And the building itself, look at the building, it just looks flat and undetailed. There's nothing to it. The concrete looks flat. It looks like it's just added complete sharpening. There's no grain to it. There's no movement. This drone's about to fly through water. Like, I don't think drones can do that without taking a bit of a hit. So clearly it's AI. I would never use a clip like this. This just takes away from your story. It's obvious, like you would look at that, even if it was just 2 seconds, you would go, that's fake. Going into the last one, this is the one where I said, make it look a little more shaky, a little bit more real, added more perspective of the drone, and this is what it gave me. This is AI. It made the shaking look like it's just doing this. Like the drone, it looks, that first bit where it comes flying in, it looks like you're racing another drone. Like it comes flying in and it does this little bobby weave where I'm kind of like, that looks realistic, like someone's overcorrecting as they're going along. And then it goes really smooth and like fake like the other one. So if you use that first bit of the footage, you're kind of looking at that going, okay, speed it up, add a little bit of like maybe like a directional kind of movement, and I reckon it would come across as real. But look at the lighting on the walls. It looks so obviously fake. It's like shining and glistening on broken concrete. Like, what? What is this AI doing? Does it think it's polished or something? Like it looks so artificial. There's light coming in from way too many directions. It's too blue. It just looks obviously fake. Yeah, so let me know how many you got right in the comments below. I'm hoping you got all of them correct because half of them were super obvious. AI still has a huge way to go in my own opinion. Just from the prompting side, it trying to understand what you're saying. If you give it full creative control, it looks amazing. It looks so real, it's crazy. Like if you look at that beach AI footage that I prompted, it looks like the real thing. Like it looks crazy good. But then if you go and look at the footage of me trying to give it super specific prompts about flying through a warehouse, it falls apart. It doesn't know what I mean. It's kind of struggling to understand. It wants to keep adding the drone in and make it the focus, but that's not what I was trying to give. I was trying to say from the perspective of a FPV drone you're flying through the warehouse, but it just didn't get it. So yeah, it still has a really long way to go, but I think it's doing really good, and it can be a super useful tool if you're using it to add a little spice, a little bit of something extra. Anyway, thank you all for coming out and watching. I know this is a bit longer of a Creativity Jaws video than usual, but I just wanted to get this idea right here. I thought it was a really cool idea, a really cool concept that I was thinking about. So I hope you got all of them right, because if not, well then maybe next time I'll go a bit harder on yours. Thank you all for coming out and watching. If you like my content, if you liked anything about this video, please consider liking, subscribing, turn the bell on for whenever I drop a new video. I'm releasing videos weekly again. So excited. Thank you all for coming out and watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video next week. Peace.